welcome back to the next episode of Waifu Wars. I am the hunter who's finally sick of Cry's bullshit, Dooby-Doo.
And I'm the pretty pink-haired girl with an insane main character complex, Sobroni.
And welcome back to the Waifu Wars podcast, where we talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb. I'm not your waifu because just remember that she's an 8-year-old girl. Awkward.
Very awkward.
How you doing, Oni?
I'm doing good. Equals 1, so I'm in a good mood.
Yay.
How are you doing, Drew?
I'm okay. I was like really exhausted. Today was a long fucking day for many reasons. I think I became like the first person to ever cut their finger on a waffle cone. So that's cool. And yeah, but it's okay because I drank some black tea and I don't know. I'm like, is this what it feels like to be on cocaine? But just like not as cocaine-y? Yeah, right. I'm like, we wouldn't know because we never done cocaine. And I'm not saying you. I feel like I would be a little bit mad if you did coke without me, or did it before, or did it before me.
I wouldn't do it ever, so don't worry about it.
Right, because now I'm just like, okay, so
your
everyone
fears are unfounded.
Okay, listen, I thought about my other friend, and all it took was one bad breakup and sniff sniff. Anyways, let's start the show. And as always, we're going to start off with our new segment this week in anime. I'm going to go first because my news is relatively quick. Going to Anime News Network, Go Loser Ranger anime second season reveals April 2025 debut in new video. So it's a 15-second clip of essentially like the next season, what's to come. It looks about as good as you would think it does. I think it's, yeah, I already mentioned it's it'll come back April 2025. I didn't know that Disney Plus streamed it, or maybe I just forgot. I don't remember, but yeah, I don't. Only have you watched this anime?
Which one was it again?
Go Loser Ranger.
I saw parts of it.
Oh,
it looked pretty good. I would be down to watch it.
As someone who's finished it all, I would a 1,000,000% be down to cover season 2 on the podcast. I really enjoyed season 1.
Yeah, I only saw like the first 2 episodes, I think, and I was like, "Oh, this is a lot more intense than I was expecting."
Yeah,
so
I think we went in thinking it's gonna be kind of like a fun comedy.
Yeah, I was like, I thought it was gonna be like a parody comedy, like, woo, this is fun.
It is not fun.
And then I was like, oh, this is a serious show. Let me come back to this later.
Yeah, it's pretty good if I do say so myself. So hopefully Oni will watch it and then we can cover season 2 on the podcast. But yeah, that's my little bit of news. What about you, Oni?
Okay, so I have a visual novel announcement. Aqua Plus announces that there's a new Utawarerumono game which will be releasing in the fall of next year. Let me see if I get a confirmation. Yep, next fall. Called Restart of Jasmine, which is a pretty cute name. They unveiled this on Saturday during their Grand Aqua Festival, their 30th anniversary. And it'll be an entirely new entry into the visual novel series. I'm just glad to see that they're still making these games. I think Utawarerumono is a really underrated series. It's like been around for so long. Aqua Plus is like one of the most prestigious visual novel producers. And I think Utawarerumono has been around for at least 20 years. It's like a really old game. So, and the anime has been, we covered it on the podcast. Right.
But like since the start, it's been around since like 2006, so almost 20 years.
Yeah, almost 20 years. So it's really cool to see this keep going and getting new entries and stuff. I've never played a Utaware game, Like, if this is like a totally standalone like entry, I might pick it up. I heard that they're really fun, and they're like tactical RPGs, like Final Fantasy Tactics style.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I might really want to play it. You know. Hopefully, we get an anime too. That'd be nice.
That would be nice. Can't wait for a new anime to be kind of confused on what the fuck is happening.
Yeah.
I'm seeing some of the images, and I'm like, aren't these characters from the...
Yeah, those are from, I'm just looking at it now, from the previous entry, so I guess they'll show up again too.
Okay. Interesting. Alright, now that we're done with our news, it's time for our weekly reviews, and we're going to start off with ReZero Season 3, Episode 6. Yay! Ha! See, Amelia is doing things.
She is doing things. We weren't there for the live watch, but I was like, oh, thank God.
I know.
She's doing. It took literally somebody almost being killed in front of her for her to do something, but now she's actually doing something.
I don't think Amelia would have let that happen even from season 1. I don't think she would have stood there and be like, oh, you killed her. Yeah, no. I don't think she was ever...
I'm glad she actually did something. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to be the Debbie Downer.
Again, but here you go.
Did you see Priscilla? Can we talk about Priscilla?
Wait, how's that Debbie Downer?
I'm just saying, if we're going to compare princesses, I don't know who's taking more action.
Amelia can kill a bunch of fucking... Like, those are nobodies. Like, literally, Amelia can kill those too.
She can't do it in such a badass way.
Okay, cool. When she can kill Regulus, then come get me. And so then I don't care. But yes, I agree. Priscilla is really badass.
Yes.
When Priscilla can 1v1 an Archbishop, then I will be like...
don't.
Oh yeah, we'll never know, because she...
When it happens,
because like Amelia, she's not stupid to try. She's not dumb enough to try.
Alright, but somebody tells me if Priscilla's captured, she wouldn't just be there and be like, oh, I guess I'm your wife now, and la 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 la. Either. So.
Yes, because Amelia...
She would at least...
Because Amelia isn't...
Talk shit to the guy.
Amelia isn't stupid. Like, Amelia is like, oh, this person wants... Like I said before, she is aware that this dude is, like, not to be fucked with. Because she kind of remembers all the other witches. And like, they're all kind of strong and can kill people very easily. Let me not just... Like, he literally flicked air and almost like lopped the girl's head off. Like be for real.
I first off think you're giving Amelia too much credit. Second off, don't think
it because she literally went along with it.
I'm not saying you have to 1v1 Regulus, but you could like try to escape or do literally anything, be defiant, be anything except complacent, and
she's literally escaping. How's that not defiant?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Thank God she's escaping and trying to like get the girls to safety. Like, yes, good, nice. That's what I was waiting for to happen.
Oh my God, it's like you were like, I don't know, you were like, wait, she got captured in 0.5 seconds. She's not turned to Harriet Tubman, leading them out of the Isekai Railroad. Like, what?
She could have at least like been salty towards Regulus. Like her just being there, like, oh, where am I? What's going on?
Okay, see, and that's why you get killed.
She could have been like, oh, she could have been like,
you need Subaru's power, so you can get your ass killed.
Literally everyone else got kidnapped in the show, and they are defiant to their captors.
Notice how Priscilla hasn't been kidnapped. When she gets kidnapped,
if she was kidnapped, you think she'd be as...
We'll never know. We'll never know.
No, we will know.
It's Schrodinger's Priscilla.
She would die.
It's Schrodinger's princess candidate. We'll never know.
No, we'll know because she'd be dead. She would be dead because she would have immediately tried to attack Regulus.
And then, well, yeah, I prefer alive Amelia over dead Priscilla just because she'll look cool. No. Sorry, you like seeing your princess is badass and dead.
I'm not my issue with this episode isn't even Amelia. Like I said, I'm glad Amelia is finally doing something. I hope she keeps up this energy.
Yeah, not only is she trying to escape, she's also she's being more badass by gathering intel. She could just like hopped away and been like, okay.
All right, don't suck her off too hard.
Yeah, no.
It was really cool when she was going around the side of the building with the ice. That was really dope.
Exactly. But gathering intel, telling her people, stealing the meteor. And then that's how she discovered Al at the end of the post credits,
which was like the most obvious thing ever. It was so clear he was bad or working with the archbishops, which also makes me think maybe Priscilla is, but we don't.
Or maybe Al just found them. Sure. ... I know. I didn't even, that's so interesting. Yeah, it didn't even cross my mind that Al would just be working with them.
I mean, he's always like vanishing whenever fights happen. He's always like, "Oh, I can't show you my face or my powers. Bye, guys."
I mean, that would indeed explain a lot. I don't know why I didn't think of that. But yes, I agree. Priscilla was really badass this episode. Like she killed the demi beast was cool. Shout out to Liliana restoring people affected by wrath.
She had her whole fucking soundtrack this episode. She was like, buy my album available now on Spotify. Here's my soundtrack.
Right, yeah. Here's my SoundCloud.
Here's my SoundCloud. I'm gonna play all my songs real quick. All my greatest hits. My issue with this episode, and it's not a real issue, it's just a funny note. Subaru had like this big speech where he was like riling everyone up. Like getting Julius and everything. Yeah. And listen, it was a really cool speech, and overall Subaru was pretty decent this episode. I'm not gonna hate on him. I just think it's funny, the situation, because this would be like Krillin motivating Goku, Vegeta, and fucking Piccolo before fighting Broly or something. Like, of all people, really, you're gonna let Subaru be the one?
I mean, that's like his main. Like, see, this is the one time where, even though I think yes, it is obnoxious, but it's like I've heard that over when Naruto does it, because like this is all Subaru can literally do. Like that like, this is his quote unquote superpower. This is what's able to talk people into doing things. A lot of the whole series, Subaru talking to people and helping them get over themselves is like a very consistent theme. It's like, wow, you'd be so much stronger and help everyone live in the scenario if you just get the fuck over yourself. And he doesn't say it so harshly.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. It just feels a little unearned.
I mean, no, I also rolled my eyes when he was doing the whole thing. I'm just like, okay, girl, you're doing a lot for someone who can't do much. But yeah, it was a good episode. I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, it was good. This has been a great season overall so far, so I'm really, really liking this.
I agree. I mean, after last season, you can only go up from there, right?
Exactly.
All right. Up next, we have Dandadan episode 6.
This is my episode
right.
of the week.
I was like, oh, this is my episode of the week.
Yeah, it is.
I guess.
I had a bet with Orion and Savior, which was am I gonna have to argue with you about Ira? Because I kind of really like her a lot.
I understand why you like her. Because, like, at first she was so bitchy and like, I'm so bitchy and blah, 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 blah. But then she was so stupid.
That's my point. She's so dumb.
It offset my, like, it became annoying into, like, entertaining. Because I'm like, you're so obnoxious, but it's actually kind of funny how stupid you are.
It's like she's so egotistical, but also so incompetent. And, like, she also love how her friend, she just looks like a Chuuni. Like, she's just like, you see that guy over there? I have to save the world. Oh my god, look at these.
Okay, but here's my thing. Here's what fucked me up. the fact that the friends went along with it to a point that they're like literally they're committing a felony. Like this is a felony.
Oh yeah,
or equivalent of a felony in Japan.
Well, good thing they're dead now.
Okay, I'm starting to quickly realizing this game, everyone could get thrown to buildings and shit and just be perfectly
I guess
fine.
so.
Like they're gonna be alive.
I didn't see them the rest of the episode.
Yeah, because the ghost lady came, not because they're dead.
I'm just saying, if we don't see them for the rest of the series, then my headcanon is going to be that Momo just killed them.
Well, and in that case, I wouldn't be mad. It's literally self-defense.
Yeah, exactly. Also, why the fuck did she follow Ira into a fucking abandoned airplane hangar that must have been at least several miles away from the school?
Does Momo scream smart? Does Momo scream smart or intelligent? I don't hear.
She's like, I want to speak with you outside. I'm like, oh, you mean outside in like
the school,
track
right?
field?
Right.
No, the abandoned warehouse. Several miles away from the school.
Right. I've been like, no. But it was a good twist that she's like, haha, her power is also awakened because she found his golden balls.
Which was also hilarious. The whole power of Christ compels you, like rubbing the balls
on Momo's face. I'm just like, this is crazy. And it was cool how like they're like, oh, the girl in the red. I thought in my mind she could like see like Turbo Granny outside of the cat
form.
Yeah, outside her cat form, because like, oh yeah, her power is kicked in, so she can see her somehow or whatever. So I didn't think too much when he said Lady in Red until like you see her the actual spirit. I'm just like, ooh, like
also a freaky design for the ghost.
Yeah, were you thinking the same thing, or did you also? Like, I don't know. I can't tell if that was, like, intentional.
Oh, I didn't even think about Turbo Granny. I was just like, oh, there must be some ghost outside that's going to come into play later.
Not too hard. Never mind. And it's interesting that Aida already, like, met the spirit, but she didn't know she did. I guess she wasn't aware of her abilities as a child.
Yeah, I guess they were suppressed or something. Like, she must have saw the spirit and forgot it, and then the wall triggered her power again.
Yeah, and then her and her stupid dumb idea, not realizing what's happening. She's like, I'm gonna defeat monsters like you, and she's like, well, what do you say? I'm gonna defeat monsters like you, and then just eat her.
Take notes, Amelia. That's what I want Amelia to
do. To just die for no reason.
Be self-confident
to the point where you just die.
Speak your truth.
Why do you want Amelia dead so bad? That's crazy. That's insane.
I will say that was surprising to see I did not expect the monster to eat all three of them.
Yeah, and then the cat was like, yes, I'm actually like a walking good luck charm. And yeah, I don't know what was that Momo's So let me get this straight. Momo, for some reason, was like, I'm going to put this lighter in the cross in the middle of the fight.
No, the cross was the lighter.
Cross was just a lighter in general.
Yeah, that's why they were saying, oh, it smells like oil.
Okay. Gotcha. So that, yeah, it was all just happenstance, like chance.
Yeah, basically.
Right. So I was going to say, there's no way Momo smart enough to to do something with the lighter and stuff. Like, yeah, like, case in point, like she went to the abandoned building by herself. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, it's cool that Okarun's powers, when they were talking shit about Ayase, and he's like, bitch, what? Like, almost beat them to death. And then shout out to the Garu friends, because like they're not being like super dicks about him. Like, I don't know. I feel like
they're kind of shipping him together in like their own little way. Like, oh, he was defending you.
Also, slight tangent. To this day, do I really hate how high school, which yeah, how high school boys talk about girls. So gross. So gross and so annoying because it's all bullshit for the most part. It's so bullshit. Like from middle school and early high school, I'm like, it's so y'all so full of shit. And I think I got a little bit like triggered by it when watching Dandadan because I literally witnessed it happening on the train ride home from work. These boys, and none of them could have been older than 15. None of them. And they're like, oh yeah, oh you be getting bitches, oh yeah. There's a like one of them who was he looked the youngest was like, oh yeah, I saw this girl, she was looking at me and she was looking at me and smiling. She's in high school, I think I can bag that. I'm like, girl, you look like you're 10 years old.
I mean, it makes you feel better. None of them are getting pussy, Drew. Just so you know.
Excuse me.
If it makes you feel better, none.
I know they're not. That's why it's annoying. Because y'all talking like, they're all like, oh, we got girls. I'm like, none of you do. You are all children. Oh my god. It was the youngest one talking shit that was sending me. Literally could not look any older than 13. Talking crazy shit.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned this because I kind of funny story that's kind of related to our other podcast, the Dojin Dungeon. I was reading a Dojin earlier today, and it was kind of like the reverse scenario of this, where it was like this Gyaru who runs into this guy, and she's like, "Oh, the guy comes up and is like, oh, you're alone? Why don't we go see a movie together? Now it's on me." And she's like, "Oh, here's this guy. He's picking me up. He just wants to fuck me." And then he just takes her on this date. And she's like waiting for him to fuck her. He's just like, "No, I just want to go hang out with you. You look like you were lonely." And then they just keep dating each other. And it was so wholesome.
That's a dojin, so they have sex or no?
Oh yeah, they eventually had sex together.
Okay,
it was like, no, all right, we gotta stop dating. You gotta fuck. But it was still wholesome.
Wait, like the same date?
No, they were like
multiple days.
They kept dating,
and then eventually
like
led up to it. Okay, oh, that is awesome.
It was really cute.
Yeah, that was crazy. So yeah, shout out to Okurun for beating them up. I didn't want to beat up the kids on the train. I just want to like yell them and be like, "Y'all all are children."
You want to activate boomer mode, like, "Oh, you kids!"
Like, it's like I'm like, because I feel like half the time dudes who get girls don't even like talk like that. Well, that's crazy. Yeah, is there anything else about the episode you mentioned?
It had really good action scenes. Yeah. It was a good mix of action and comedy, so I'm looking forward to next week being
another episode is watching Momo get fucking whipped, beaten everywhere. But yeah, not too like crazy like bleeding or anything.
Yeah. Oh, also I thought it was cute how Okurun didn't even consider that Momo's cute until somebody brought it up.
Right, and then he got like,
she is cute,
and then he got super weird and shy about it.
Yeah,
that was funny. All right, let's move on to Maou 2099 episode. Let's pick up my phone. Episode 5. So Makina's badass.
Oh yeah, she went her full transformation.
Like she is so cool. Yeah, episode 5 starts out with just a full on fight between Makina and Marcus. Marcus, sorry, that's funny. Yeah, pretty decent stage fight. The level of quality I guess you'd expect. No, not Mappa, but not whatever Taro God is.
Well, this
I know.
We'll get to it. For this type of show works best when they're just like yelling attack names and like doing flashy beam attacks and not having that much animation fight choreography stuff.
Yeah,
which to their credit was pretty much this entire fight. They were just throwing swords at each other.
Yeah, that was quite literally it, and I'm just like, this really is Archer versus Gil, as
Mm-hmm.
Oni pointed out. So yeah, it was a decent fight. Marcus's assistant is like, she's still keeping him one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, I love her. She's
She
great.
just always has
I kind
something
of hope she
very
sticks around.
funny to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we see at the end of the episode. So next episode is gonna be, full of her, so to speak.
Yep.
I wonder if she's gonna fight them by herself. Probably
I
not.
wonder if she could 2v1 them. Like that's
Yeah, that'd be kind of
is she that
crazy,
strong?
right? Um, and then, oh, what's his name? Belatov.
Molotov.
Beltol, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Molotov.
I'm gonna call him Vel'Koz, like the fucking League of Legends.
Yeah, Beltol. It's like he literally just tops himself every episode.
Mm-hmm.
I know out of context that sounds like a crazy statement, but but I mean, like he seems better and better and better. Like the character development with him is just like skyrocketing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh to the point where he's literally asking his like arch nemesis from hundreds of years ago for help, like getting on his knees.
Yeah, and I like that whole scene with them too because it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
some like straightforward like, oh, you're asking for my help, I'll help you because I'm the hero. Like they clearly like yeah, to really convince him to help. And then even then, the hero has his own motivations for doing it.
Right. Very much. I'm saving him because they just he needs to be saved, Baka.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
not doing it for you.
Right, very much that. Um I did like the part where they're like fighting, like having silly squabbles about like the dungeons, like
Mm-hmm.
clearing the dungeon versus like making it. And then Takahashi's like, y'all need to shut the fuck up and focus on saving
Like
my
I ain't here
best
for this shit.
focus on saving my best friend. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Which kudos to her for standing up to him and telling him to get his shit together. I really like Takahashi.
Yeah, she's great.
Uh, yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else, but
It was mostly a setup episode for next week. It
mm-hmm,
looks like we're. Although I feel like what was this, episode 6?
mm-hmm. No, 5.
There's like, doesn't it feel like it's coming to an end soon? Like I feel like we're in like the end game almost because
I think it's a little too soon for
that's
that.
what I mean. It's like too soon episode wise, but I feel like what's he gonna do? Fight Marcus next? Like there can't be that much left.
I thought he was just gonna save her and like just run somewhere.
I feel like some shit's gonna happen that's gonna like completely change the narrative.
Yeah. Or be
Like
like,
he saves her and then finds
mhm,
out something else is going on.
that too. This would be a great time for a plot twist for sure.
Yeah, I'm expecting a plot twist.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like you said, just a setup episode. I enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
While we were eating our delicious dinner of, I've almost forgot what we ate.
You had stir fry,
Yeah, some stir fried veggies
vegetable stir fry. Yeah.
and yeah, Italian sausages or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. You. Oh, by the way, you cook you. You used so many peppers.
Oh yeah, because I just want to get all like just get rid of them all.
That was so many peppers. I was tempted to throw some into when mommy said we didn't have like I didn't put enough onions or like the onions kind of like withered away in the stir fry. I was like,
Mhm.
okay, I'm just gonna use onis because he has like a million. He has like a million more.
Yeah,
Uh, but yeah, good episode.
agreed.
Up next we have wife is my wife is an elementary student. Episode 7. Um, So yeah, damn. The moment they said they kept talking about how I forgot what her name is. Takae was getting sleepy. I was like, oh shit, she about to turn back. I
Yeah, I
knew
knew something was gonna
immediately.
happen.
I was like, oh, she's gonna turn back.
Well, the whole episode was way too
Right,
happy for
exactly,
like.
exactly. Everything was going
I was like,
away.
some conflict is gonna pop up.
Yup. And I'm just like, damn, that because in my mind I was literally saying to myself, even before she started falling asleep, I'm like, okay, but what happens like when are we gonna get to the point? Because I think that, like there are some flags in addition to her getting sleepy. It was also Nijima saying like, oh yeah, she might have to leave, but at least I'll have you. And I'm just like, but you don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
You literally do not know that. Um. So yeah. Also, I feel like I said this before, but I appreciate Miles' style. My style.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Like she's just very Japanese. Like I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of anime where it's like this is Japanese, but like we're upping the fashion because it's anime, or upping the appearance because it's anime. And I feel like
Mm-hmm.
my style is very like is this such a bullseye. Like I feel like I've seen voice actors wear the same shit that she's worn.
Yeah. Although I will say, I'm glad you're pointing out like positive because I did not like. Mai is easily the least interesting character on the show for me, and so this episode was kind of like
Yeah,
a chore for me to get through.
yeah, I understand. Luckily, the calls it, the caffeine started kicking in at this
Mm.
point because this could have put me to sleep for sure.
I mean, it didn't help that it was about fishing too. Like,
I
oh
know, I
god, it
know.
was.
Just I was like trigger. Um, I don't know. This relationship with her and Renji, it's like I
I don't like it. It just feels a bit too
forced to me.
forced. Yeah, and just like yeah, forced is the right word.
Yeah, like ever, yo, when they're at the beach, I was like, oh my god, please, like I'm like, if you propose, I'm really gonna be upset.
Be upset. Yeah.
I'm really pissed if you
Especially since there's
propose.
not really much build up to this, they just like start. It's like the most normal relationship, and everyone else in the show has like such a
Mm-hmm.
nuanced, interesting dynamic to their relationship.
Right.
And hers is just like, I met this guy, we get along well, and now we're going fishing. And oh my god, the one conflict that we could have had where he had a past lover was resolved immediately, and
He,
we're just chill again.
he immediately. I mean, it would have been cool, but yeah, annoying to see my kind of self sabotage again.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's like I feel like it's like you. It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because like I didn't want to see her being like, I'm overthinking and I'm gonna overreact to this. I'm just like I already seen Mai do that once, and it was already stupid. I don't need to see that again, even though this might be the one time where it actually is justified.
No.
Um, and yeah, it's just like they didn't show much of the decoding process, like between Renji and Mai, besides like their first date. So it's like this level of like I love you and I'm gonna spend the rest of my
Yeah, it
life with
feels
you.
really
I'm
like
just
how much
like
time has passed.
yeah. I mean, I guess they met last year
Damn,
at this
I guess so.
point.
Yeah. Yeah, but we got like no real indication of that.
Yeah, the only I only knew it this episode when they were when Nijima's coworkers were talking to him
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, "Oh yeah, you've been totally different since last year. What happened?" So that was my indication that it's like, okay, it's been a couple of months. If he's saying last year, it's been a while. Um, excuse me, but not like a whole full year though.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh, I will say, funny enough, I think my favorite scene from this episode was like um Nijima at the party talking to his coworkers. I think that was like my favorite part because I don't know. I feel like that one dude asking Nijima the questions, I was like, these are really like relatable concerns when it comes to dating and marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Like not some cheesy like I don't know anime cop out questions like real like I don't know. It seems like questions like shit that real people contemplate. You know, how do I know if I like a girl? Like I love her. Like you know, am I ready for that level of commitment, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, yeah. I was like, actually, these are all valid concerns. I was actually shocked. And then that awkward moment where I'm just like, we see Moria, this dumb bitch. She's like, oh my god, he's thinking of all these good points to answer his question. He must be talking about me. And I'm like, no, girl, he's talking about his dead and then reincarnated into like a 10-year-old girl.
Clearly.
I'm just like, oh my god. I really hope it's not on some. I really hope he's not on some. Sorry, I had to reject you. I still my 10-year-old wife. Ugh. I would actually love to
he has more pressing issues right now. The fact that the police are questioning him about
yeah, I was like, oh my god, now he manifested that. And they kept calling her by her other name. Like, I don't understand how at the end of that, like, what was happening to their brains when she clearly doesn't recognize them. I don't know. I'm not sure how I felt about that.
I just hope it doesn't go down this really depressing path where she just like completely loses her memories and forgets them, and then like, I feel like it's gonna go that route.
But
not
so
right
soon,
now, but
right,
like eventually.
So I'm fine with no shade. I'm fine with Take like leaving, like moving on. That's just me personally.
Not at this point.
Not this point. Yeah, like at the end. Because
if the guy he gets with the other girl, I'll be happy with it. If she moves on with her life,
I'd be happy either way because he's really weird about it, and it makes me uncomfortable. I'm sorry, he's so fucking weird about it. Like, I get it. It's a very weird circumstance, and like you miss your wife, but like, holy fuck, like, why does your daughter have to tell you not tell people that you're married to a fucking 8-year-old? You weirdo. Very weird man. Yeah. Let's see what's happening with what's her face. Oh my god, I can't. Chica, I can't wait. Marika's mom, Chica. Oh my god, she's gonna be like, oh, she's back to Chica. Get the fuck away.
Get away from her. Get away from her.
Stay away from the summoner. Oh, that's a that is a very, very specific reference. Shout out to you if you get it. All right, let's move on to Nageki no Bourei, episode 7.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not feeling this slime arc.
Yeah, same. I like, yeah. I'm like, yes, please, Citri, please do the thing.
Yeah, just do it.
Shout out to the hunter for not dying. I would like the way he had every death flag. Literally,
that was
literally
crazy.
literally to the point where they were like mentioning like, "Hey, here's your death flag."
Mm-hmm.
They said, and then they said, "Time to subvert what's about to happen." He lives. He just lost an arm.
Which, considering all things, pretty good.
You're right. Yeah, because they're saying a giant slime wolf monster. That archer, Seven, yeah, he's cool as fuck though. I think he was like the highlight of this whole episode, high key, for me.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when they were trying they used like the first potion, the potion didn't take out the slime. And then Seven was even sick of Cry shit. He's like, God damn you, Cry.
Fucking Cry.
Oh, that was so funny. that was really funny. And shout out to the healer who's always like, I don't know about this cry person, but I trust you, Smith. I'm like, yes, that's a good mindset to have. But yeah, outside of the cool art, the Archer being cool as fuck, like, nah.
Yeah, I did like his little move where he like threw all the arrows into the air, just like rapid fire shot them.
Yeah. Also, did you notice that like his arrows like auto refill?
Oh, I didn't notice. That's
yeah. That's like I'm like I like that attention to detail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you know they're doing some things. They're doing some things.
Yeah. They got some things here and there which I liked.
Yeah.
The only thing is I kind of don't like C-Tree. Well, she didn't really do anything this episode either.
Yeah.
She was just there at the end. She's definitely no Tino, and she's definitely not what's her face, Liz.
Yeah, I think they tried building her. I feel like we're about to see some shit happen. Maybe I know this might be copium.
So I'm thinking like she's too normal right
exactly, and they kind of prelude that like because she's weak. That means she'll do whatever she needs to win because she's weak. Like they're really emphasizing something. Something. It's gonna be one of those things where she's just like, "No, it's fine. This is just like you know a weapon of mass destruction."
Yeah, like bye.
Like yeah, I think she's just gonna be kind of like crazy and just try to like gas and blow and kill everybody.
Mm-hmm. Kills the entire party just to get slime or something. Drops a nuke on the potion nuke. Although the end of the episode where we had like the last 5 seconds where we had Liz screaming her lungs out was nice.
Really? Because she was like, nah, 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 nah.
Yes, I like her screaming.
I think you just like her, Asha. Let's just be real. That's
well, I like her. I like that too, but still.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you love the quote unquote screaming. Mm-hmm.
I appreciate good VA work.
That's what we're calling it. Oh, also, I liked at the beginning when they were talking about slimes. They're like, you can kill slime. I can kill it with my fire magic, my wind magic, my ice magic. I can squish it. I can stomp it. I can slash it. Like. That was funny. All right. Up next is Puniru or slime.
Speaking of slimes.
I'm so tired.
You're tired of the Rudun arc, Drew?
I'm beyond exhausted. Like I do not care anymore.
I don't know why they extended this arc for like
I don't
4 episodes or whatever.
I really
with this
like,
fucking toy.
Like 3 episodes at least about it. I mean, the only thing funny enough, the only thing that's saving it, well, one was Puniru's new form, which I'm like, this is better than like the vast majority of your forms.
What the press moldy form?
Yeah, moldy rune. No, yeah, moldy Puniru is. I like her.
Mm-hmm.
And then the butler or the maid, excuse me. Yes, she also saves this episode. Like, and I like the doctor bit where he's like trying to explain everything, and then they just left.
Yeah,
Kotaro just left, and he's like, "You're talking too much, and you're not just saying the thing."
Mm-hmm. I kind of feel like so individually, I don't mind the Rune Alice segments. I just feel like they forced them all into these 3 or 4 episodes. I'm like, oh my god, spread them across the season. Them being all concentrated into these episodes makes it feel so like
it's dragged.
Just get on with it. Yeah, like this is dragging on way too long. Like maybe do the segment, like the whole segment with where they were doing the contest, the beauty contest or whatever for all the different.
Right. This is like
I don't hate that inherently. It was actually pretty funny, but just the fact that it comes after like 5 other Rune segments is just like, oh my god, this is going on so long for nothing to go nowhere.
Right, I'm like, this is literally like this whole arc is literally about a toy that everyone for some reason thinks can come to life, but it can't.
Including me, I was waiting this whole time, like, all right, so Rune's gonna come to life. What are they gonna do to make it come to life? What are they gonna do to make it come to life? And nothing ever. It's still just the toy. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Right.
So
we didn't need 3 episodes to get to the point where Alice wants Rune to become real, like Puniru. Like we knew that from episode 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So yeah, we didn't need that.
It also takes away from the other characters who are way funnier.
Agreed. And also, I'm actually on Alice's side.
Really?
Yeah, if I want a toy that I can like freely interact with in a fun way, and this one toy that says like the same 3-4 lines is in it, yeah, fuck her. Like she can get gone. I'm just
fuck
thinking,
that. Throw that shit in the garbage.
Kind of, or like yeah, stop making me try to love it. Like that shit would annoy me to no end. Like honestly, just let me have my new toy. It's like I don't understand. Like that was so weird. I was like, you should make up with Rune, and I'm like, why is everyone treating it like? I mean, yes, they also like kind of poked fun at themselves, being like, "Oh my god, we're all treating it like it's real." Whoa, no, that one dude was like, "Why is everyone treating this like this is a real person with real feelings?" Which, that's a great question.
Which is why I was waiting for it to lead up to Rune becoming real with real feelings, which is what I thought this whole arc was leading to, which would have validated the whole Alice thing where I'd be like, I don't give a shit about this stupid Rune. But it never happened, so then all of this was pointless. So I guess I do agree with you, because it was, at the end of the day, it was just a toy. ... Yeah. I was expecting Rune to come to life and be like, what the fuck you say, Alice? Fuck you.
Yeah, I thought when she said the Gomen, I was like, oh, is it happening? And then she didn't. I was like, yeah. And then at that point, I was like, girl, I don't care anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I just want it to be done. I just like.
Well, the good news is it looks like it's done. I'm pretty sure. So
just let Alice enjoy whatever version of Rune she wants.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Not listed, but up next we have. It's on my phone. We have the Notorious Talker episode 6. Oh damn! Why is my first sentence so mean?
What?
My first sentence it says Koga is a bitch right now. I mean, I wasn't wrong though, ish, but also he was kind of like starving, so I can
make sense.
Right.
So I do have one issue with this show, and I feel like it's not an issue. It's just a personal thing. I just feel like it's too edgy and dark for no fucking reason.
Really? Well, yeah, okay. With the I thought it was fine until the Gambino dude was like, yeah, I'm just gonna kill you. Why?
Yeah, like
I'm just gonna kill you.
Let me take my drugs while you chop this dude's arm off. Yeah!
I really was expecting to just start jerking off. Like,
yeah, like at that point, I'm like, wait, I gotta get my.
I would say this episode was like it went to an extreme.
And then the whole thing with the samurai's backstory, like, oh yes, my parents were peacefully just at the temple, and then my mom was brutally raped, and my father, man, like, I'm like, all right, damn. Like, they didn't even build to this. This is just like, it just happened. Like, is there anyone in this world who isn't horrible?
Noel! I didn't.
Oh, God. If he's the paragon of virtue in this world, we're fucked.
Oh, wow.
Ironically, I'd be like, Alma's the most kind person.
Okay, nope. She literally was like, "I'm going to kill anyone who gets close to Noelle." That's not
Yeah, but
me.
she hasn't yet, so
Because we haven't had we haven't had the opportunity for it to happen. Yeah, and the arm cutting was so graphic.
yeah.
Like,
But then I feel like that's what the point of the show is. It's trying to be like it's not trying to do it. You know what I mean? Like the point of it is to be as dark and edgy as possible. So I'm like, all right, I can't be
yeah,
mad at it for doing what it's trying to do.
yeah. Um. Oh, yeah. It was kind of great. The asshole who tried to kill Noel just got his arm lopped off. He's like, "Yeah, but you still don't have my money, so taking your arm, thanks."
And I mean if I wanted to become like, all right, if we're gonna do the whole edgy thing, I wanted to go like a dark comedy route. Imagine if this guy keeps coming up
And
and
then
every time he shows
he
up,
just loses a
he's
body
missing a
part.
different limb. Yeah,
Yeah, I
like next arc, he's going to some other crime family. He has one arm, no eye. Like, oh my god, you got to kill this dude Noel, and they just like slice off his leg or something.
yeah, you know what? I wouldn't feel bad about it. But yeah, you you're right. Koga's past was really sad. Not sold into slavery by your dad. Like, that's insane.
They like jammed every horrible backstory trope into his. The
Right.
only thing that we needed was that his brother killed his entire clan or something. Like I had a friend once until my brother killed him.
Oh, yes. The big ick of this episode. I almost forgot. The whole scene between Noelle and Loki. What was that?
Oh yeah, that was kind of weird.
That was so stupid because he's like, "Oh, you sold me out, didn't you?" And he's like, "Oh, sorry about it." And he's like, "Oh, well, you didn't think I should kill you. You didn't think I could kill you, didn't I?" And he's like, "Well, you know what? I did a straight thing, so maybe I do deserve to get shot. No, you can leave." What?
That was literally the scene, though.
You...
I thought I was not paying attention to what was going on. Like, wait, what? Did I misread something?
Like, what do you mean? I feel bad about betraying you, so shoot me. Like, girl, you betrayed him. You felt so bad about it. You don't feel that bad about it because you did it.
I guess I get what they're going for on that scene. It was really horribly executed. Like if they had show like if it was like first off, they needed to make it a better reveal. Like, oh my god, Loki betrayed me, instead of him just coming up being like, oh, I betrayed you, like self-admitting to it. And then I guess if you want to show that Noel can forgive people, it just comes off weird if you just have him randomly decide to forgive Loki just because Loki was like, "Oh, you're right. I did. I should have not betrayed you.
My bad. Like,
my bad, bro. Oh, okay, that's right. You're forgiven. Why? Nothing we've seen so far would make Noel be like. It would make me think Noel would forgive someone for betraying him that way. Exactly. Like literally, the other two people who betrayed him got either sold into slavery or DI'd.
Right. So yeah, that was. Yeah, that's just weird as fuck. So I don't know. Maybe next episode he'll be like, "Ha, yeah, I didn't really let him off the hook."
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I used my talker bomb power to put.
Why did I also think bomb? Why did I also think bomb?
We have a very similar way of thinking about killing our enemies.
I guess so. That is so funny. But yeah, that was like easily like that just made no sense. But then the action sequence at the end was really cool though. I really like it.
Yes, really I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of their fight.
Same. Alright, last but not least, we have Tower of God Season 2, Episode 19. Finally, budget.
They were saving their budget for a knock, and you know what? I can't be mad at them.
Yup.
Forgiven.
Yeah. This episode actually was like, yeah, I like this episode. It was very, yeah, you get to see a lot more of a knock. I'm sorry that you have to see her get her ass beat like that, but
Yeah, I'm a little upset about it. But at least she got back up and
yeah, like
fought back,
yeah,
and then they both
she
lost
right,
anyway.
exactly. I forgot that happened. I was like, oh shit, that's right. Because I was like, the entire time I was like, who wins again? I forget.
No one.
Yep, the answer
At
is
least you know
no
them.
one. Oh, and one thing I loved about this episode, there's literally
Mm.
a shot where she's like, it's more towards the beginning of the fight where she's about to descend on Ran,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's just her eyes that are just white without her pupils or her iris.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that shot literally looked straight out of the manhwa. That made me very happy. I'm like, this looks like I'm reading it right now in these few seconds. I
I gotta go back and look at it.
it was really cool. I was like, that's what I wanted. We find out that not only Bam is an ignition weapon this episode, he is actually the prize of this whole tournament. Which is kind of crazy. Not you entering your own tournament to just so you can like have yourself.
I will win
I
myself.
will win myself. Mm-mm-mm. Also, I every time I just love watching Hotz get his ass beat because he doesn't have a sword. I find it so funny. He's like, "I'm gonna punch," and then everyone looks at him like, "Bitch, what?" And then not just knocks the shit out of him.
Mm.
But he does get saved by Leroro, who I have no idea who the fuck that is. Oh, power of God. Um, yeah, shout out to the wiki. Hey. Um, oh, he was a proctor. Okay. Okay, never mind. He's a proctor from the first episode that aired like 5 years ago. So yeah, would not remember him. Oh yeah, I also found out that the person with the mask on was Kun all along. Kun with dyed hair and a mask, looking like fucking Madara. Let's see. I think the last thing I want to note is that obviously the last scene where Rack reunites with Bam. I'm like, oh, I forgot how heartwarming it was. It was very sweet.
Yeah, it was a cute little scene.
And I love Rock. I love Rock in this form. He's like so cute. So cute. And the voice acting makes it even better. But yeah. So it looks like and correct me if I'm wrong because I'm not sure if the caffeine was whatchamacallit, if the caffeine was kicking in at this point, but basically it's like a knockout style tournament for like all the quote unquote losers.
Yeah, like a loser. I forget what they're
Loser
called.
bracket.
Yeah, loser bracket.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing the start of those fights. We see Beta, the other ignition weapon, who's like, ah, yes, you son of a bitch. Now you must suffer like me because I'm an ignition weapon too. Then fuck you. Like, so yeah, we're gonna see how that shapes up. Um, one quick note before we end. I it's so funny how like there's just so many arcs in this goddamn series that like I forgot this in itself. battle, the work battle arc was its own thing. It's like when I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna end at this part. I was thinking of a totally different arc. We have to do something else. What I believe what I'm thinking of is like probably like the next big arc that's gonna come in the story. I just forgot this one existed. This is a long ass fucking manhwa. But
Yeah,
but
it's popular though.
It is popular, and I'm just happy we finally got an episode where some budget is being used. Let's hope that just for the last couple episodes we get good quality. That's all I want.
Agreed. Let them keep up the same level of animation for the next fight.
Agreed. All right. With that being said, yeah, our show is coming to an end. Oni, would be so kind. Please take us away.
Guys, if you enjoyed this week's episode of Waifu Wars Podcast, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe so you can catch the episodes as they go up every week. If you haven't already, do follow us on Twitch, follow us on Twitter, and join the party on our Discord, all linked in the description down below. If you'd like, you can even become a channel member or patron and join us for our weekly live watches, where we'll be watching Dandadan and, of course, ReZero. And that said, Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Thank you to everyone who gave me birthday wishes. I super appreciate it. A karaoke stream was I had a good time. It would have been better if magic wasn't so hard. LOL.
Yes. Thank you everyone who showed up to the Drew birthday stream. It was awesome. Glad you all came.
Mm-hmm.
Until next time, this has been Soroni, and
Scooby-Doo.
we'll catch you later. Later.
Bye.